Hi YouTube, I'm just waking up. I'm just, getting ready and started for the day. And I just want to say, it's starting to be dark blue skies already up there. Um, so I just want to say that, there's a forced stimulus coming and there's a lot of people going for the forced stimulus. I have to come up with a number for some kind of higher debt ceiling number so you can actually pay for the forced stimulus. So I was gonna put like 7 zillion the debt ceiling, and I have to go text my brother Joseph, you know, his paperwork. Um, but I was wanting to tell people, um, there's a lot been going on since I last posted. There has been so much food locally and everywhere I go. It's ridiculous. Like that Sabrina and Aaliyah thing really did work. Um, there's so much food at the grocery stores, every grocery store here in my local cities. Um, it's not even funny. So, and also across the United States, Canada, and wherever, like Brazil and Philippines and China. But it's been amazing by the simple ball light. So I'm waiting for the ball light to get back for like other places it goes to. So I just want to say that I have a crown on because I made my way back, and also I'm gonna be doing another crown, which is like a crown where we made it back. Yeah, but they're so huge, like this tall. Yeah, like that tall. Um, there's two of them, so I had to wait for those to come in. Uh, one for me, one for Aaliyah. Um, so it's, turquoise color. You see that? Um, so right now I'm gonna be going over with my caregiver to help me, you know, do some things like simple dishes, just a little bit of stuff upstairs. Um, so basically, I have a message on the spot, and I really wanted to do a report to Lord Jacob Rothschild. Um, the report is that when we had to deal with you over at Quote All Indian Nation, we had to figure out how we're gonna not hurt you in any way. So we just kind of, help the people get off drugs and alcohol by speaking to someone and speaking up when they had to. And that's all we really could do is for them to speak up and also get the help they need, or just by speaking up and actually saying something, and they actually do go do it. They actually do go and help them. So then, amazingly, for some reason, in the system of the finance system over at the natives, they had gotten actually a lot of money for like the programs they had to come up with for like uh, the people that showed up. So it was actually a lot of money, like 300 something or like 600,000 dollars to like deal with the things that people spoke up about as they saw the counselor, um, took the medication every day, and actually went about and like um, did the thing to speak up, to talk to a counselor. So now you know why um, we had to like tell the people why they were always down and about, but they just need to speak up and actually get the help they need. So that's all we really wanted. And also, the other report is that we did try to, you know, deal with the other parts. I did write some notes. I'll share those notes, which was the notes of the financial notes, which is like I believe it was 30,000, and another part was like I believe it was like not 7 zillion, it was like 2 zillion, and also um, it was a lot of money I put into the notes. So just remember, you always give the change back, and also like worked every time. So we actually didn't think you were that cool to like even actually deal with that much, because no one can actually handle that much. We did like imagine a lot of money, but just $1, and the imagination, the power of imagination money actually did work. So it was amazing when we like imagined a big block of money in our rooms because we are too scared. They actually did create that money and actually made more money by a lot of YouTube videos, creating more money, which is a brand new money, which is like a blue strip into the $100 bill. And so we saw this money on Facebook, and then also the power of imagination created a lot more um, of them making more money, like fresh money. Uh, it felt like they were in my room, but they weren't. They were actually in another state, um, actually doing everything that was said in the YouTube video. And I never thought it'd have to be like transferred by a big block of tiny puny money um, with my family. Um, but that's what they had to do during lockdown. But now it's no longer lockdown, so we're okay. We're about ready to go get my check today. Um, but I just want to say that the power of imagination money did work. It was all posted all over YouTube. We saw rooms of money everywhere. It was kind of funny. Also, we saw like people using how much money they have by the power of their words, and the money actually did show up into their account or writing down money. So we're like, oh, that's cool. So I didn't really do the power of imagination money in my room because it was too dangerous, because a lot of people did show up for that. And actually someone took a drink of water, and like it all ended in New York City. And New York City is where they wrote down something, a little tiny sign, and for the schools. And actually there was a hot dog stand next to it, because New York time is way ahead of time, ahead of schedule, 3 hours ahead. And we were afraid of being eaten. All the guy was doing was like making hot dogs. So there's this big block of money with this guy making hot dogs, like one at a time. And so it was so funny because um, I couldn't believe that one of the guys made a comment and said, she just needed to go make a cup of coffee and wake up. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm seeing this. So that was the report. I thought that was so funny. But we had a great time dealing with you, and actually wondering, we came up with a COVID protection plan, a lot of money, and also came up with the, uh, what is it? Other plans, Immortal, in the Book of Immortal Life plan. Um, Also, a lot of other books in my journal, which we had to place, and because there's so much trouble in the community, it was like, oh my gosh, what is this? So I did have a lot of money stored up in the book that I don't know where it went. So I think somebody grabbed them. I think the police confiscated it because it was like trying to deal because it was dealing with because it was dealing with the public with like because it was dealing with the public so much and that they showed up here so much. I had to write new paperwork, so I'll be writing new paperwork because they actually threw all my paperwork in the garbage, and um, the police confiscated it, and she had to distribute the paperwork appropriately to whoever needed the paperwork. So my paperwork does work. It's amazing. We called it the power of the document. Um, and also, I had this folder, which was part of the God Hospital for me and my daughter to go get treatment. And it actually did go make the God Hospital. So, by the power of imaginative buildings, these drawings we make of pictures of hospitals and other stuff actually did work. So that was amazing. And also, when we made pictures for a house or imaginative houses, it actually did work. So amazed. So um, that is the report, Lord Jacob Rothschild. Thank you. We love the time that we had, and actually, you did make a lot of money um, that you got back. It actually made me and my daughter the richest people now. So I'm like, had to deal with like you because that's what we were dealing with from the beginning. And you actually did work. I think you got a lot of money going back to you because we were to make basic stories where you were your family was like part of the generation to help survive um, the BC days before Christ and after Christ days, and actually continued on. Um, Also, um, I'll be like going over to like wake up because when my roommate is upset right now. Um, but I'll be like getting a cup of coffee and like dealing with waking up still. So I just wanted to say that you it really did work, and that's the report. So also another report is we had a lot of you know starvation on the planet, and it actually did wipe out world hunger, not through one bite, but for like each person in the planet to eat their meal, even the ones in Africa and China. They had healthy food and not um, garbage food. So that is good news. We had to keep quiet, but I had to give you the report. Hopefully, you find this report helpful to you. And the 1% thing, that actually was a real thing. So I did want to say that me and my daughter were part of the 1% due to this extreme amount of money he wrote down in the file. And next thing I know, they're printing a lot of money from that file. More money. And also I have to go write a number for the debt ceiling. So the debt ceiling is like a number where we can do the forced stimulus. All right, I'll talk to you later, and also I'm going to give a report later. Thanks.